Hey everyone, and welcome back to, I think it's part 3, but it feels about part 300 of my Christmas series. So this room, yes, is just a quick 25 minute long video, but this definitely did take me quite a few days. You'll see me changing out my clothes and working on this room throughout the week. But I'm so excited to show you guys. Let's get started. We're going to do the dining room in a gingerbread peppermint explosion. So let's go. So here's how everything was looking when I got started. I laid everything out on the table I planned on using, and I did go ahead and hang the garland up. And I also wanted to thank ShareCon for sending me this tree today. Most of you guys know that we just took down that big cabinet right there in the kitchen. And this year I didn't want to use such a big tree. I wanted to use a slimmer tree. And all of the slim trees I was looking at online were the pencil style with just no shape. And when this company reached out and I saw this tree on their website, I decided to give it a try, and I really like it. And I'm going to show you guys why I chose this tree. First of all, I really wanted to do a very full, fun, whimsical tree, and I wanted to get some branches, just these regular pine branches that are bendable. These make it so much easier when you're adding ribbon and lots of ornaments and just lots of things. They make it so much easier where you're not having to wire everything in like I do on my Grand Duchess tree. Nothing on the Grand Duchess tree is bendable. But another thing I love about this tree is, do you see how gorgeous the limbs are on the outside? And they stick really far off of the tree, which makes it great for dangling ornaments. And also when you're really loading your tree, you still have that greenery sticking out far beyond. The branches that do stick out are that real touch feel, and they look very realistic. And overall, I think this tree is great. It does come with multiple different light functions. It comes with the colored lights and of course the clear lights, and then many different functions. It also has a remote and a timer, which makes it great. Overall, I love this tree and it turns out really good. I will leave a link to this tree, plus they have many others, and a coupon code in the description box below. And if you have any questions, you can reach out to me. I'm just going to quickly show you some of the newer items that I'm going to be working with, which are these adorable gingerbread ornaments I picked up at Target. I got these houses from Target as well, and I am mixing different style gingerbread houses throughout the room, so I decided to mix them on the tree as well. I'm going to be wiring in a few of these gingerbread houses that I picked up from Hobby Lobby. A lot of you guys saw that video, and I am going to be wiring these in. So I just stick the wire through the one window and out the other side, and that way I can attach it to the tree. I got those gold sparkly ornaments from Target and the red ones from Marshall's. And then I got a bunch of these candy ornaments. I've collected these over the years, and those are from Hobby Lobby. These little lights, I don't know what you would call them, like the starburst lights. Those are from Target, and they are battery powered. Those are really cool, and you're going to see them in the tree in a little bit. I got the red and white ornaments from Michael's, and then all of the lollipops and candy canes, those were from Hobby Lobby. Okay, now we're going to get started working on the tree. This ribbon is from Michael's. I love the color. It is such a beautiful red. I do mix the reds on this tree. I was kind of worried how that would look, but I think it turns out really nice. Now, I really want this tree to be very fun and whimsical since we're doing a gingerbread peppermint. So I thought it would be cute to attach the suckers to the center of the bows. And this is the other red ribbon that I picked up from Michael's. And you can see it's a bit brighter, but I think the two work really well together. And I love that they're different textures. This one's a really sparkly, it's almost like a tinsel material. And I think it just stands out so well on the tree, and it looks really pretty. Once I had some of the bows on the tree, I decided that I wanted to add some additional ribbon cascading down the tree. So I decided to layer up the ribbon. So here it is. I made a bow and then I'm pulling it down the tree. I am going to do a separate video to show how I do the ribbon. That way this video isn't too long. And this is how I wire in the little candy canes and the lollipops to add to the tree or to the middle of the bows, I just take a piece of floral wire. It's 22 gauge, wrap it around, and then attach it to the bow like that. So here's how the tree was looking once I added all the red. And isn't the tree so cute? I just love all the branches sticking out. I think the tree does look very realistic. But now I wanted to start adding in some of the larger ornaments to fill in all the gaps in between the bows. And then I'm also going to be adding in the gingerbread houses, pretty much any of the large stuff. I'm going to do that right now. I wasn't sure if I wanted the gingerbread houses at a slant or to stand straight up, but I ended up kind of slanting them throughout and making the tree just really whimsical once I got everything in. But here are those lights I was telling you about. These are really cool and they add a lot of fun and whimsy to your tree. You can do so many things with these, but typically I put them throughout the tree and I just love the sparkle that they bring, and they have a timer. So that is great. I will try to link those on the Target website. Now I added in a whole bunch of ornaments, cute little signs, and the tree is really starting to fill up. So we're going to get started on the mantle now. This was day 2. The sun came out for a minute, which was nice, so you guys can see a little bit better. Now, I only had one piece of that red velvet ribbon left, and I did not want to go buy more product. So I just cut the piece I had in half and made a bow as big as I could. I do have tutorials on my channel on how I make these bows on my living room Christmas tree, and I am going to make a separate video just for bow making because I know a lot of you guys are interested, and a lot of you guys have reached out and said that you were able to make bows now from my last video, and that just made me so happy when I hear things like that and I see all the pictures you guys are sending me of your tablescapes that you're now confident enough in doing and things like that. It really pushes me and motivates me to continue to make these videos because it is a lot of work to do YouTube videos. But when I see stuff like that, it just makes me, like I said, I just feel so happy. And that is my ultimate goal in helping you guys learn all these tips and tricks that I do, and just build up your confidence and know that you can do this too. Anybody can do it. Because I want the garland to really be full and whimsical and match the tree, I'm going to just use the same ribbons that I used on the tree. So I added that red sparkly bow in the center, and I'm also adding some of this champagne glittery ribbon. I'm cascading that down. I really like how the champagne ribbon works with the gingerbread houses and colors. I just think it looks really pretty and it brings that glam, sparkly element, but it's not too flashy or over the top. It really just kind of blends in with everything once it's done. I also wanted to add in a little bit of this candy cane ribbon. This was also from Michaels. All of the ribbon that I used in this room was from Michaels except for the champagne ribbon, which I got that at Home Goods. You can find similar ones though on Amazon. And I was going to add in the ribbon, but I decided to go ahead and pop that in last. Once I kind of saw where there might be some bare spots, I'm just going to weave it through. So I'm going to start doing just like the tree. I'm going to do the ribbons and then all of the large ornaments. If you're doing a peppermint tree, I think these ornaments right here from Michaels are perfect. They're so pretty and I love the shape of them. And I did add in a bunch of the candy canes and the lollipops as well, again, to match the tree. I'm also going to be adding in some of these gingerbread cookies from Hobby Lobby. And now I kind of decided to just maybe pop some of that ribbon in. I ended up adding in 4 pieces of this candy cane ribbon, just tucked it in, 1 on either side, and then 2 on the top of the garland as well. And because I've added these little icy picks, these are from Hobby Lobby, I broke them into 2 pieces. Because I added them to the tree, I decided to also add them here into the garland just for a little extra texture. And again, dimension, it just kind of makes it look a little more grand. And I'm also going in with these champagne colored picks from Michaels. This ties together the ribbon and some of the gingerbread items in the garland. I couldn't decide what to do on top of the mantle until I did the tablescape. So I'm going to show you guys that in just a second. First, I wanted to show you guys another Christmas tree, another product that ShareCon sent me. These are the 2-foot trees, and look how simple this is to set up. If you want to add Christmas to any space without all the hassle, this tree is perfect. It took me about 1 minute, and that was including cutting the box open to fluff it up. It does come with a plug. It has a remote control with a timer. It has multiple light functions. It even has a dimmer for the lights, which I thought was nice. So many fun things with this tree. And again, I will link this tree plus my coupon code below. I thought it was so funny and I wanted to show you. Sophia, my youngest daughter, already snatched up one of the trees that I had opened. I planned on using these in the urns outside my front door, but she loved the tree. She already got her little squishmallows and decorated that tree herself. And I wanted to show you guys, look how cute. I couldn't take the decorations off because she works so hard. So I'm just going to put both of these on her dresser in her room. But those size trees are perfect for so many places. While I was opening it on the table, I even thought it would look cute in the center of a dining table. Just put a couple cute ornaments and then some candles on the side. And I thought that would look really nice. So please check out the links below. Please check out their website. They were so kind, and so far I'm loving their products and they are very good price. So if you're interested, please click in the links in the description box. Now, to those of you that recommended going to Kohl's, thank you, because I did find what I was looking for at a much cheaper price than Pottery Barn. I ended up getting these on a really good sale, and I was just showing you the reason that I actually picked them up was that they were pretty on all 4 sides. And that's what I was spinning it around and showing you. All the sides are equally as pretty. The only thing I wish they had was the windows open. That way you could stick some lights in the bottom and light them up. But it's okay. For the price, they're really cute. And I knew I could use them on my tablescape because of the backs being decorated as well. And I was super excited about that. It was the village that I wanted, just like at Pottery Barn. And I think with the sale, I got them for around $15 a house, something like that, plus earned Kohl's cash, which is fun. So I think they were a pretty good deal. And then now I'm going in with these trees from Home Goods. I've had these for a couple years now. And then I did find this really large peppermint tree at Home Goods, and I was super excited. I knew that this would look perfect in the center of the tablescape. And now comes the part where I start moving things all around and adjusting them to my liking. I don't usually just sit things down, even though I always try to explain this, even though on YouTube, it does sometimes look like, oh, it's so simple, just put it right down. Well, no, it's not. I do move things around and try out different ways. So I try to leave some of that in there. But now going in with this garland from Target, this is quite big and wispy for what I was going for, but again, I don't want to go out and buy more stuff, so I'm just going to make it work. I actually snip just a couple of those really spiky pieces off because in a second, I'm going to show you why it's a little much and I needed to keep some of the trees clear. Next, I'm adding in 2 of these peppermint trees that I picked up from Hobby Lobby. So when I was planning out this tablescape, I really wanted it to have some movement. And then I decided to look on Amazon and see if they had any spinners in a really small size that I could disguise. And I found these and I was super excited. So I bought one to try it out and it worked perfectly. Let me show you guys how fun this is. And you can turn the switch to the back so it's hidden. So I'm just turning it towards the greenery because you can't see it. And voila, you've got some movement in your display. And I just thought it was so fun to add this to the tablescape this year. I've never used these spinners before, but I feel like I'm going to be using them every single year now. So I bought the one and then I ended up buying 3 more because I'm telling you guys, I was like, oh, I've got to add these everywhere. I got a little carried away, but they are so fun. And I think they're under $10. They're a really, really good deal. And you can recharge them, but I don't like doing that. I just like to use the batteries right there. I think it takes 3 double A's, if I'm correct, and they can spin to the left or to the right. So I'm just going to put all 3 of the peppermint trees on the spinners. And I love that the trees spin very slowly. They're not going to make you super dizzy by staring at them. It's just a subtle movement. And funny enough, whenever anyone has come over the last few days, this is the first thing that everyone has commented on. They were all freaking out and just loving the spinning trees. I can't wait to incorporate more of these in my Christmas decor over the next few years and just try out different displays. I think it's going to be so much fun. You guys will have to let me know what you think down in the comments below. And if you're enjoying this video so far, will you please do me that favor and hit that thumbs up button or the hype button? And if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out, because we have a lot more fun videos that are about to be coming out. Thank you guys so much. I truly am so grateful and thankful this season. I had so much to be thankful this past Thanksgiving. I just recently hit 10,000 subscribers and I'm just so excited and so grateful. And I just want to say thank you to all of you. And I hope you guys had a very blessed holiday with your families as well. I added in the gold chargers that I picked up from Hobby Lobby, and then the red and white striped plates are from Home Goods, and now I'm adding in these adorable plates from Hobby Lobby. I did order 6 of the gingerbread men plates. I ordered them online and 2 of them were broken, and I didn't know until right before I went to do the video because I hadn't opened them all from the packaging. So I ended up just kind of mixing some of the different variety of plates that I picked up. I also got the houses online. I found the trees and the snowflakes in store. So I just kind of mixed it up. I decided to put the 2 houses at the end since it kind of went with the tablescape and just looked like an addition to the houses on the tablescape. And then I put the tree and the gingerbread boy on either side of the table. I picked up these napkins from Home Goods. Home Goods, if you can find napkins there, I think they have the best prices and really good quality napkins if you can find what you're looking for there. It was $12.99 for a pack of 8. And then I'm taking these bow ornaments, which were from the dollar spot at Target last year. And I'm just wrapping them around the napkins and making a little bow napkin ring for them. So cute and simple, and I like the napkins because I can use them for a Valentine's tablescape as well as the red and white striped plates, and also for 4th of July. But here is how the tablescape turned out for this year. I'm just loving it. I really enjoy big grand tablescapes. We do buffet style when we host for Christmas, so having the tablescape in the center doesn't really affect us. When we do games, we usually do them at my coffee table, which is huge, or on our breakfast nook table. So for us, having the large centerpiece doesn't bother us, and I just love looking at it. One last look at the before with all the white and the big wreck we've got going on over here, and now how the dining room looks for Christmas. I do still need to put a topper on the Christmas tree. I wasn't really loving the one that I had with all the big candy, so I decided to take that away, and I will work on that later. But I wanted to get the video up. Likely I'll just add some berries, maybe some red berries too, and I just need to go dig through my bins and find a few more to finish that. But other than that, I absolutely love this tree. And again, if you are looking for an affordable tree that is really nice, please check out my links down below. Thanks again, ShareCon, for sending me this tree. Okay guys, that's going to be it for today's Decorate With Me here in the dining room. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. I hope you got some ideas or inspiration for your own Christmas this year. If you did like the video, please let me know down in the comments below. Again, hit that like button and also leave some Christmas emojis so I know who has made it all the way to the end. Again, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video very soon. Bye!